I am not gonna lie to you, that was not very easy. That is the new door, all the new hardware, well, all hardware that goes with this truck. The only thing that's new on this is window door trim, but I'll talk about that in just a second. So there's the door that came off of this truck. The glass is still in it, and I'll be selling some of these parts. So if you're in the Salt Lake City, Wasatch Front area, and you're interested in some of these parts that I've got, let's talk. But this is the door that was on it. Big ding down the side, whatnot. We had to take the lock mechanism from this one and transfer it to this. So this is keyed the same as the other door and the ignition. So that's all identical at the moment. That was fun to get off. This is the actual clip that's behind here that holds that in place. And then there's a little plastic tab that holds a metal bar to it that runs the actual lock mechanism inside piece. I'm not going to show you how to do any of this stuff. We're just kind of in a time crunch and want to get this thing done and on the road. But all the window trim is new. I bought a door trim kit from LMC Truck. I couldn't find one anywhere else, so that's where I went for that. I got this trim that goes around the inside seam, I guess is what that is. Off of Amazon. I'll put a link to the one that I bought down there. They probably sell one that's a little deeper that would probably be even better. Okay, here we go. So see how that's away from that by a strong 1/4 inch? There might be one that's wider that would actually fit a little better. This one I think is going to work. It stays in place pretty well when it's pressed on. It wasn't super easy to get in place, but once it's in, it's in. We put our door sills in, so those are in. So right now, both doors are in the exact same as far as finished goes. I'm getting ready to put the interior panel on this guy. We're gonna paint the jambs black, but leave this the patina color. You know, scratches and all. Tavish wants that. So we're gonna leave that. We'll kind of buff it a little bit and kind of bring it to life. Anyway, that's where that's at. I still do need to put on the actual door seal, and honestly I can't remember if it mounts on this side or this side. I think it's actually on this side, I think. Anyway, I've still got to mount that on both doors. Still have all the seals to go on that one over there. But my gosh, that's a lot of talking. That gets you caught up though. That's where we're at on that. We did mount a fender, and you can see that our gaps are way off. We still have a lot of adjusting to do. The door kind of clips that just barely. So we've got to pull things forward and whatnot. Our gap here is a little bit tight. So we have some fine tuning to do, some adjusting. But that catches you up on where we're at. Under the hood. Update here. I did get this to idle yesterday for about 10 seconds, and then I could be out of fuel in the tank, so I do need to check that. Check the simplest things first. The next thing is if the fuel pump just isn't pumping fast enough to fill the bowl. I took my little ketchup bottle with gas in it and filled the bowl from up here, and it ran for 10 seconds, and then I think it just ran out of fuel from the bowl. So that could be it. I see fuel kind of chugging in this. And by the way, this is a temporary install. This is not going to be where a fuel filter exists on my truck. I'm not going to burn this to the ground. So this is for visual inspection purposes while we're breaking in the engine, just to make sure that fuel's coming in, it looks cool, looks good, all the things. That actually looks pretty varnished and lots of chunks. There's chunky in there, so good thing for filter. That's why you visually inspect them. But I chugged against this thing for a little while last night, kind of troubleshooting and whatnot, and ran my battery dead, so it's on a charger, charging up. Got some wiring to do under there, clean things up and that sort of thing, but that catches you up under the hood as well. I got license plates for Wallace the 66. I'm going to be test driving him here very soon. I am way behind on editing for that guy. So you're gonna see quite a few videos before you ever see me test drive it, but know that test drive is coming up real soon. If you follow me on Instagram at DIY Home and Auto, you'll see updates there more often. I'm not super faithful out there either. But for now, I'm gonna get back to work on this. I've got some troubleshooting to do. I'm gonna run to the gas station and get some fresh gas. Make sure that this thing has fuel to do what we need it to do. And I'm working on Wallace today too. You make it sound like that's heavy. Got Tavish's help this morning before he goes to work, so I'm putting him to work before he has to go to work.
Looks like a trampoline.
Trampoline! This is way more fun than a trampoline, sir. They gave the initial ship date of this between like the 14th and the 21st. And then 2 days ago, they're like, UPS has a scheduled delivery for you. I was like, huh? So I look, it's Hearthrob exhaust, and that was like 2 weeks earlier than they said. That's gonna be all the clamps and hangers and stuff like that. So let's get all the pipes out and lay them out so we can see what they are. I'm hoping that they gave me flanges for clamping through the exhaust manifold. We'll see. Glass packs, this thing's gonna sound mean. Or it'll sound exactly like it did back when I owned it. One or the other. Actually, it should sound meaner because this now has an RV cam in it, which is more aggressive than what I had. So awesome. That's it. Alright, open that box up and see if there's destructions. How are we gonna build this thing? Do you want a knife? That's a knife! Oh jeez. Mom's car. Oh no! Just kidding, that was there before. That's not a knife. That's a knife. Oh, nice instructions. So I bought a Hearthrob exhaust also for Wallace. He's actually parked right back there. And they emailed me a copy of this. It shows the layout, what parts go in which spots, and wordy instructions. Look at all those words. Do you remember how to read? Do you? Barely. I'm out of high school. I don't have to read anymore. Oh wow, it's lots of words. Anyway, clamps, hanger brackets. Looks like. All right, let's get under the truck and see what we're dealing with. I may or may not be able to take this camera under there. So for some odd reason, I saved half of the muffler that was on it from before. It does not come with the little ring. Flange, mounting flange, pinch sealer, dilly bob thingy. Anyway, so I got to go to O'Reilly's and get one of those, but I'm gonna cut that off and take that little piece with me so I'm sure I get the right thing. I want this to be more permanent than this became permanent, but I did this as a solution to a problem back in the day. So I was driving this thing and went around a corner at a red light. Well, the red light turned green. Then I went around the corner and the catalytic converter just fell off and ting up against the curb over here. Boom. And I saw it in the mirror go off, and obviously the sound of the muffler went insane when it happened. And it only had single exhaust through the one cat. It was the stock exhaust. When that happened, I was like, crap. I was in a bind. I didn't have a whole bunch of money. Had young kids at home. I was working construction, not making a ton of money. So I did this as a temporary solution. And nothing is more permanent than a temporary solution. But we're going to do a permanent solution with a Hearthrob exhaust. So I'll give a full review at the end of this, how easy it was to install, whatever. I was sure to say that this is a manual transmission so that the driver's side will clear the clutch mechanism and whatnot. Looks like Tavish is ready to roll. Lift the hood, bro. Let's go. I've been doing a bunch of work under the hood, cleaning up wiring and whatnot, putting, I don't know what they call these things, wire loom, whatever. I fixed a leak at the thermostat housing. That's now fixed. I just need to tighten that and then put the hose back on. And then once we get the exhaust on, we're ready for the official first start, even though we've started it several times and got it essentially timed and kind of tuned. So that's what this is all about. We got to get the proper back pressure up against the motor so that it's running at the right RPMs and all the pressures are right, so we know that we're breaking it in properly. Should we do it?
Yes.
Yes.
Welcome. Start recording now. And bloopers. Alright, the left one has 3 bends.
So we'll see which one.
The right one has 5.
5?
Yeah. So I'm thinking the one you have is 5. That's a lot.
Okay, so that's that one. That's the fact right there.
Okay.
For sure. So this one I gotta figure out how to snake around. Oh, I see. Holy crap, like built for this truck. I'm gonna fall on my head. That's why we need those jack stands. Okay, this one's too tall for this. I got one. That's what I need. Now I gotta go find one more somehow. Exhaust phalange.
Alright, so while Dad's gone getting some more parts for the exhaust, I'm just gonna, he kind of gave me a small assignment, like a side quest, to put these bad boys in. We bought them forever ago for my car, and so they've been kind of just laying around because we haven't had time to put them in. But then we figured, hey, I mean, this has got spots for speakers. We don't have speakers for it, so we're kind of just like throwing them in. They don't fit exactly. They're a little bit too big, so we're just gonna make do. I've already spotted, there's holes for them, but they're not gonna line up because it's not the right size. So we're gonna make our own holes here, and that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, so now we're gonna screw in, or drill in some holes right here, right where I'm marked. There we go.
Hi everybody. My name's Troy, and I have a YouTube editing problem. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, all joking aside, seriously though, editing for YouTube it's a challenge, right? I have all these projects that I want to work on, that I'm working on actively, and I want to share them with you guys, so I record all this stuff. I have enough projects and videos recorded. If I posted one video a week consistently, I would have enough footage to last me until basically till the end of the year, and that's assuming I don't record anything new. I work full time. I just have a time issue. I just can't do all the things that I need to do or that I want to do and still be able to share all of this with you guys. So I'm not making excuses. I'm just kind of filling you in, letting you know. The next several videos are going to be out of sequence. I want to get you up to speed on what's happening on Midnight Maroon. That's what this particular video is about. I've made real good progress on Wallace the 66. We've had some other things come up that I've wanted to record as well. Anyway, just to kind of fill you in, if you're following along, if you're a subscriber, obviously thank you. I really do appreciate that. It means the world to me. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that nearly 20,000 people would like my content enough to subscribe and basically throw that bone my direction as, hey, your stuff's good enough to potentially watch again or over again or whatever. It's very humbling to me is what I'm saying. I felt like I had to get that off my chest. It was weighing on me. I lay in bed at night and just kind of worry about I'm falling farther and farther behind. The good news is that I won't have to work on vehicles in the dead of winter. I can just concentrate on editing and get you guys caught up. By spring, you should be completely caught up on all the projects that I have going on, pending how many things I get recorded in the meantime as well. I'm not going to stop recording. I'm going to keep videoing the things that I like, that I feel like you guys would want to see. Again, if you feel like I've earned it, click the like button. I appreciate you following along. Like I said, it means everything to me. It's what motivates me to keep going and do this more and more. But I'm hoping to grow the channel so that it's more self-sustaining. I don't have to work so hard on the side in order to pay for projects and that sort of thing, so that it will really sustain itself. So with that said, there's always Amazon affiliate links down below. I get paid a little kickback from Amazon. It's not much, but it helps immensely. Also, I've put some new merchandise down on the merch shelf. There's a link to my merchandise down below as well. There's some new designs for Midnight Maroon. I didn't ever officially announce anything, but go check those out. Comment down below. Let me know which of those two new designs you prefer or that you like. And obviously if they speak to you and you want to buy a decent shirt, that wouldn't hurt either. That helps support the channel, and that means everything to me as well. Just wanted to give you a quick update where we're at, what to expect in the next little while. I've made some strides on building myself a shop in the backyard as well, to have dedicated space so I don't have to drag tools out in the driveway and then clean tools up just to go in and eat dinner. It's very time consuming and wastes a lot of time not having a dedicated space. So that's a long-term goal of mine. I've had that goal for ever and ever, even before I started doing YouTube. Anyway, wanted to get you up to speed. This is Troy, DIY Home and Auto. Click the like button, share, comment down below, all of those things. I really do appreciate it. Love you guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video. I clean up pretty good. This is the suit I wore to Tavish's wedding, by the way.